Whenever I'm from time to time depressed, and a trauma wells and swells within my breast, I find some pride deep inside of me as I fondly walk the lane of memory. I see Bonaparte, a mean one, if ever I've seen one, and Nero fiddling through that lovely blade. Antoinette, dainty queen, with her quaint guillotina, those were the good old days. I see Indian dragon, an empty covered wagon, when scalping the settlers was the latest craze. And that glorious morn, Jack the Ripper was born. Those were the good old days. I'd sit in my rocking chair, so peacefully rocking there, counting my blessings by the score. The rack was in fashion, the plagues were my passion, each day held a new joy in store. Was anybody happy? Locals, I see cannibals munching, a missionary luncheon. The years may have flown, but the memories stay, like the hopes that would ash when the stock market crashed. Those were the good old days. I walked 1,000,000 miles or more for some of the gore of those good old days. Oh yeah. So contented when the prisons were invented, and to ones with the gallows set my heart ablaze. I was burning with pride, the day Bonnie met Clyde. Those were the good old days. I dozed by the fireside, dreaming of cyanide, never a worry or a care. And how can one measure the infinite pleasure of dreaming of the electric chair? Some people found it shocking. I work alone. So these two Jews, no, you can't do that. Well, it's a goddamn hard trick, lady. So this woman goes into the grocery store. She goes over to the man behind the counter. She says, "Mister, do you have nuts?" He said, "No." She said, "Do you have dates?" He said, "If I had nuts, I'd have dates." You think I'm crazy. You're paying. Did Did you hear about the Polish bobsled team? They came all the way from Poland to go to the Olympics. They won the gold and had it bronze. The man is in bed with his wife. She is lying on her back. He is rubbing her stomach. As he rubs her stomach, he's whispering to her, I love you, I love you, I love you. She says, lower. He says, I love you, I love you. This old man was standing in the middle of Central Park, sobbing like a child. And a police officer walked by and said, can I be of any assistance? The old man said, there's nothing you can do, officer. I'm 87 years old. I lost my wife a couple of years ago. Shortly thereafter, I met this lovely Swedish girl, 27 years old. We got a place. And for the last 2 years, I've had the wildest, most erotic sex 2 and 3 times a day, every day for the last 2 years. The police officer said, then why are you crying? The old man said, I forgot where we live. This rabbi and priest are on the aircraft. The stewardess goes over to the rabbi, may I get you a drink after takeoff? The rabbi said, I'd like a tall Scotch and soda, but it's thin. She said, fine. She approached the priest. Father, can I get you a drink after takeoff? The priest was quite indignant. He said, young lady, before I would allow alcohol to pass through these lips, I would rather commit adultery. The rabbi said, hold my order. I didn't know we had a choice. I wasn't born here, but I'm sure as hell going to die unless I catch this sucker. You better laugh up there. Remember, Lincoln got it in the box. This lady was as excited as any woman had ever been. She was so excited, she was beside herself. She's flitting around the house with an energy level unlike anything the husband had ever seen. He finally stops her. He said, would you be good enough to tell me what you're so excited about? She said, sweetheart, you know what the doctor said to me today? He said, I had the breasts of an 18-year-old. I said, really? What do you say about your 45-year-old ass? She said, your name never came up. One more. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. You folks are watching the Kane Mutiny. It's wintertime. It's Buffalo, New York. It's cold. It's 62 degrees below zero. A man is in his home and there's a knock at the door. He goes to the door. He opens the door. On the porch is a snail. The snail looks up and says, it's really very cold out. And I hope you don't mind, but I just have to come in. I won't bother no one to eat anything. Could I just sit in the corner? And the man kicked the snail clear across the lawn and shut the door. 2 years passed. There's a knock at the door. Man goes to the door, opens the door. On the porch is the snail. The snail looks up at him and he says, what the hell was that all about? Oh. I was supposed to be finished now. Okay, drum roll. But it always played, and my favorite encore was the 100 Years' War. Those were the good old days. I gladly sailed the 7 seas, but just one reprieve for those good